One of the biggest announcements that could potentially shape the future of crypto was made this weekend, and we saw a flurry of emotions with multiple meme coins. But I believe more and more people are realizing the massive opportunities that are in front of them and feeling the FOMO to take advantage of them over the next 6 to 12 months. So today I want to take a look at 3 different opportunities you could take advantage of right now in this market, as well as recount the events of this past weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Crypto Gorilla video. As usual, nothing in this video is financial advice. Always do your own research. And if you could hit that like button, it would really help my videos reach a broader audience, which in turn could pump your bags. So before we get into the opportunities, I wanted to take a look at what happened at the Bitcoin Nashville event, as we did have President Donald Trump as the main guest speaker. And what was revealed is incredibly bullish for not only Bitcoin, but the entirety of crypto. Now, to start off, the Trump speech itself was pretty iffy. It's as if he forgot where he was and he thought he was at a regular Trump rally. He did not seem prepared at all. He didn't really seem to understand what he was talking about when it comes to crypto and Bitcoin. He just kept talking about himself and then throwing the audience random compliments, telling us how smart we are. But then when he finally got to the part about firing Gary Gensler on his first day in office, the crowd went wild, and it's as if he realized who he needed to be in that moment. Now, in terms of cryptocurrencies, he mainly spoke about how he's going to reduce the regulatory scrutiny and even encourage companies to build in America. And his main announcement was that the United States would never sell the 210,000 Bitcoin that they already hold, which they confiscated for illicit activities. Now, while obviously this is good, it was pretty underwhelming, as people were hoping he would say he's going to go and buy Bitcoin. And unfortunately, the price of Bitcoin did nuke by roughly $2,000 during his speech. However, right after him, one of his senators that's on his crypto committee came on stage to talk about President Trump's crypto bill, which did include a point saying that they would buy 1 million Bitcoin, which is almost 5% of the entire Bitcoin supply over the next 5 years, and that they would hold it for a minimum of 20 years. And obviously when they said this, Bitcoin shot right back up to 69,000. It was an amazing V-shaped recovery. And even though we have no idea if this bill is actually going to pass or if any of this is true, and if he's not just here to buy votes, which I'm sure that's a major part of it, if it actually gets pushed through, this would be incredibly bullish for Bitcoin, and the price would go way higher than $100,000. Speaking of which, we also got Michael Saylor's predictions for the price of Bitcoin in the year 2045. It is quite bullish. The bear case is $3 million. The base case, so what he expects it to be, is $13 million, and his bull case is $49 million per Bitcoin. For one Bitcoin, $49 million, which obviously is not only high, but the market cap is something like 1 quadrillion, 1,000 trillions. Who knows? Maybe it gets there. Obviously, we don't know what the state of the dollar is going to be in the year 2045. Maybe like a glass of milk is going to be $250,000, but it's good to dream. Now, even though that's super bullish, and America buying Bitcoin, giving us our seal of approval is amazing, and the price is going to go up, how does this information help us today? Unless you're swing trading all this stuff or leverage trading, most of us pretty much just bought our crypto and we're holding for the long term. So even if the price is going to go up in 3 years from now, or if it's going to be at $49 million in the year 2045, that doesn't help us today. So that's why I wanted to take a look at 3 different areas you could be investing your time in order to capitalize on the current crypto gold rush. Now, the first method, which in my opinion is the one that is going to make the most money, but is also going to have the most money losers, is of course meme coins. And I know there's a ton of people out there who hate meme coins. There's a lot of them who are just waiting for NFTs to come back. And honestly, if you're doing that, I think you're going to miss out on a ton of potential profits. Because if you think back to 2021 and that NFT cycle, pretty much every single day we had a decent mint. Every week we knew there was going to be a hyped mint. I was making multiple videos per week, sometimes every single day, talking about the whitelist that you should be grinding. And then when we would have a successful project, there would be 20 derivatives of it that launch, and a lot of those, like 3 or 5 derivatives, would actually do pretty good for a short period of time. Now, this is exactly what we are seeing with meme coins. Every single day, there is a meme coin that goes to multiple millions of market cap, and every few days, there's a meme coin that's going to 20, 50, 100 million market cap. And if you're able to figure this out, you're going to make a ton of money. Again, there's going to be even more people who lose money, but if you're one of the people who manages to master this style of trading, you are going to make crazy money. Now, in my recent video on meme coins, which I'll link in the description down below, I mentioned 3 different styles of trading. The first was hanging out in the trenches, which is essentially being on BullX all day. The second way was by waiting for major events, and the third way is just swing trading or even buying and holding major coins. Obviously, I think the third way is optimal for a lot of people, and that's one of the ways that I'm personally doing. However, if it's between hanging out in the trenches all day and waiting for major events, I think the major events one is what is going to suit a lot of people. For example, over the weekend, crypto Twitter was watching the Bitcoin conference, waiting for Trump to come on stage because they thought it would be a good time to trade on BullX. Now, I was one of these people, right? I thought it would be good as well. It was too obvious though. The past few speeches that we've seen, there hasn't been that many good opportunities. Pretty much any word he says, people are making coins. They don't do too much. There were a couple of coins that did go to like 2 million, Bitcoin made in America and make Bitcoin great again, but those launched even before he came on stage. And unless he says a random word like Kofefe or something, none of these coins are going to do well. Now, what I believe the better opportunities are the ones that pop out of nowhere, the ones that you do not expect. Now, there's a few different ways to capitalize on this. Some of the ones that happened over the weekend, just as examples, the first one is the Hawktua girl, whose real name is Haley Welsh. She joined Twitter, and Elon followed her as well as commented on one of her tweets because she was tweeting about X. And the Hawktua token, which was sitting at sub 1 million market cap, pumped all the way to 10 million market cap. So if you were paying attention, if you were tracking who Elon is following, who he's responding to, you could have gotten into this token and maybe hit a 2, 3, 4x return on your money. Now, another way is by tracking KOLs. We all know how much power a lot of these people have. Guys like Ansem, which I know that's like a trigger word for some people, but he does have a lot of power. When he recently quote tweeted or tweeted about the girl who made a video about smoking chicken fish, it shot up to like a 30 million market cap and is currently sitting somewhere around 70 million. Now, yes, you can track Ansem and you could make decent money whenever he interacts with stuff, but even the girl that he interacted with, she now has some street cred. And just yesterday, she posted about this like dogfish thing and then eventually posted a ticker, and that coin from the time she posted her tweet went from like 100K market cap. Somebody in my community posted it at 150K market cap, and it ran above 5 million in just a couple of hours. So there are plenty of opportunities if you're just at your computer paying attention, using the right tools and following the right accounts. But the main meme coins that everybody was going nuts on were the Neiro meme coins. I'm sure you heard of it. It was actually trending on Twitter, and Neiro is the dog that the original owner of the Doge dog, who unfortunately passed away, just adopted, and they posted these images on Twitter. Now, even if we quickly look on the trending tokens on Dex Screener, you can see here there's a ton of Neiro tokens, Neiro with hat, there's a bunch of Neiro derivatives, so this thing was going absolutely nuts, and there were multiple Neiro tokens that were going to insane market caps. So I'll try to recap this as good as possible. The first Neiro token to pop off, not the first one to exist, let's call this the community Neiro, shot up to 70 million market cap. People were flexing their profits. Everybody was saying, I hit the next Doge. A bunch of people were coping because they completely missed it, and everything was looking great. until this other token, which claimed to be the original Neiro, and it did launch 1 hour before the community Neiro, started a spaces, and Ansem joined in the audience and then eventually came on stage, and they started telling a story how they're the original Neiro and the dev for the community Neiro is just farming them, and he's already pulled out multiple millions of dollars. And then the community Neiro, which was at 70 million, completely tanked all the way down to 6 million, and the original Neiro pumped to like 40 million in a matter of seconds. Now, this angered a ton of people who were celebrating how much money they had made, and they went from multiple hundreds of thousands in profits to now at a loss. And it just became a huge battle. I was seeing so many posts on Twitter, very toxic posts. Like, it was a PvP in every alpha group I'm in. People were posting about it, people were attacking each other. And the funny thing is, like, everybody was in the wrong. Everybody had bag bias, and they were just attacking the other coin while saying, how dare you attack our coin, and you're making people lose money. Even as I'm filming right now, which is a full 36 hours after these tokens have launched, people are still arguing about which one is the real one. And there's even more that have launched that have gone to over 10 million market cap. We now have one on ETH, there's multiple on Solana, and it's a huge argument. Now, the main arguments from the OG one was, hey, we're first, and you guys have a dev who's farming people. As for the dev making money, if I launched a coin that went to 100 million market cap in a matter of, I don't know, hours, and people were making hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, I expect to make over $1 million as well. So I have no hate towards the dev, even if he was farming this thing and making millions of dollars. Now, the argument for the community one was, hey, our coin was chosen by the community, but if people started selling it and funnel into the other one, isn't that the community choosing the new coin? So aren't you arguing against yourself? Anyway, I don't want to pick either. Look, I don't hold any anymore. I was trading these. I was up 5 figures. I ended up fumbling the bag completely, and I did learn a lot of lessons. So I journaled this. I wrote a post in my Discord. Maybe I'll put it on Twitter, because like I said, I'm still learning a lot of this meme coin trading. So I'm just going to be journaling all of my trades and trying to understand my own biases, my own fears with this stuff, my ego when it comes to this stuff, to become a better trader, because I do plan to make 7 figures trading meme coins this cycle. I know what's going to happen. I just have to get there. So a few things I learned: always trust my gut no matter what. Stick to my plan, because I had made 5 figures. I pulled out the money. I left myself a moon bag. And then what did I do? I rotated the money into another Neiro coin. I sold my moon bag in one, which I would have made 5 figures just on my moon bag if I just held it. So stick to the plan, trust my gut. And the third one is, the timeline is not your friend. The timeline is against you. It's just a ton of people trying to push their opinions onto you to make their bags go up. That's it. Now, your takeaways from this one should be to be locked in. I know it's a meme now, but be locked in, because there are plenty of opportunities. And if you're feeling FOMO that you missed Smoking Chicken Fish, that you missed Billy, or whatever token it is that launched, don't, because like we've just seen, just over this weekend, we saw how many tokens, I can't even count how many tokens, went to multiple millions, tens of millions of market cap in a matter of hours. There are going to be so many opportunities over the next 6 to 12 months with meme coins that you don't need to feel bad about what you just missed. Just focus on the future and what opportunities you have in front of you. Now, I understand not everybody is going to be able to put in the time, the effort to trade meme coins. Some people have, real life jobs, and it does take a lot of time. You have to be active very often. And then there's some of you who don't want to, you don't have money to risk on meme coins because it's very risky. I've lost thousands of dollars trading meme coins. So if you don't have money that you can essentially gamble on meme coins, I do believe there's 2 other opportunities that you can take advantage of. Now, the first one is NFTs. Yes, NFTs can still be profitable. I recently made a video about some of the hyped whitelist coming up that I believe are going to be profitable, many of which still have whitelist opportunities available or haven't even started their whitelist collabs yet. So if you don't have money to risk, like I said, a lot of these are free, so it's risk free for you, and it's a great way to build up your portfolio. The other way is through airdrops. I've been speaking with a lot of these play to airdrop teams, and they understand that they can't have people grind for 2 months and then give them $12 as an airdrop and just expect people to be happy because they made some money for playing a game. So a lot of the airdrops airdrops that I'm talking about, they're going to at least airdrop the true players, not going in and liking a couple of tweets and retweeting something, right? Actually playing the games. You're going to make hundreds of dollars by playing these games. And if you own the NFTs, or if you're a top grinder, you're potentially going to make thousands of dollars. But you don't have to hold the NFTs. Like I said, you can play for free and make hundreds of dollars. Now, you guys know I am super bullish on Super Champs. I currently hold 20 of their NFTs. And as you can see, I'm taking this very seriously. I've completed all the quests every single day except for one day. I currently have almost 12 million points because I truly believe that I am going to make 4 figures per NFT, not total, per NFT, with the amount that I've been grinding this game. Another one is Goat Gaming. I am going to be dropping a full tutorial on how to farm this, but I'll put a link in the description down below if you want to get a head start. They have multiple games that you can play. And just like Super Champs, I believe their airdrop is going to be hundreds of dollars for their actual players. But on top of just the airdrop, they have an upcoming NFT that is launching this week on August 1st. And I also expect this NFT to do well. It's not a free mint. It is going to be 0.05 ETH. But even if it doesn't mint out, if it's sitting at its mint price on the floor, I'm going to be sweeping these because I believe the airdrop is going to be worth more than you're actually paying for the NFT itself. Now, obviously, I can't guarantee that, and I'm going to look at what happens on the day of mint and how things are going. But like I said, if the price is cheap enough, I'm going to be pulling out the sweeper for this collection. Now, even though there are plenty of games coming out, many of which have their own play to airdrop campaigns, if you're doing a lot of games, I definitely recommend signing up to the Game7 platform, because as you can see here in the quest section, you're earning points for the airdrop by playing other people's games. And one of the games we just spoke about for Goat Gaming was Mighty Action Heroes. So you're able to do a 2-for-1 farm here. So I would definitely recommend, if you're playing these games, like I said, if you're just doing Twitter tasks, liking something on Twitter, those days of getting a good airdrop are gone. That's not happening anymore. You need to actually invest time in playing their games because that's what brings them value. When they have a ton of real players, they can show good stats to their partners, which allows them to get more partners. It allows them to go and raise more money from VCs. It allows them to get a higher valuation. So by playing these games, you're actually bringing the platform value. So if you look at some of their tasks, you actually have to play the game in order to get the points and complete this quest. So Mighty Action Heroes is just one of many. They have really good games on here. As you can see, I recently started this, so I have to complete them all, but I already did the Gunzilla games, and I do plan on completing as many as I possibly can for this platform because, like the others, I believe farmers are going to get airdropped hundreds of dollars. So that's it for today's video. I hope you take advantage of the opportunities that we've spoken of, because this is, in my opinion, the last chance, the last cycle where we're going to be able to make life-changing money before the regulators come in and just ruin everything. Right now is the wild, wild west. Yes, it's very dangerous. Yes, you can lose money, but it's also the land of opportunity. So I'm locked in. I'm going to be at my PC for the next 12 to 18 months, not doing anything, just grinding all this stuff, grinding meme coins, grinding whitelists, grinding airdrops, and trying to make as much money as I possibly can. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification. Thank you for watching New Crypto Gorilla. Peace.